When Donald Trump took to Truth Social to announce his latest scheme for a Department of Government Efficiency under the leadership of tech giant Elon Musk and venture capitalist Vivek Ramaswamy, it sounded like a typical Trump move. But scratch beneath the surface, and this appointment reveals more than just a push for reduced red tape. With Musk's tech empire, influence over social media, and ties to the wealthiest corners of American industry, this shadow cabinet is raising alarms. From Musk's recently resurfaced statements about wanting to be the unofficial president to Ramaswamy's calls for a drastic purge of federal employees, this article dives deep into the shocking alliance forming between power players who want to remake America in their image. Is this about Trump's return to power, or is he merely a figurehead, paving the way for a Musk-led government transformation that could reshape the country's foundation? Part 1. Trump's plan more than just efficiency? A Truth Social announcement that hides a radical agenda. In typical fashion, Trump unveiled his efficiency agenda on Truth Social, playing to his base with promises to cut through government waste and bloat. In reality, though, the implications of such a department go far beyond eliminating inefficiencies. Trump's words signal an ambition to dismantle federal protections, oversight, and services. The text reads, Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, two wonderful Americans, will help my administration by dismantling government waste and cutting away the red tape that's holding our country back. Together, they'll streamline our government and free it from the swampy mess it's become. The rhetoric is classic Trump. However, behind the guise of freedom from the swamp is a powerful tool to remove regulatory barriers, dismantle oversight, and consolidate power. In recent months, Ramaswamy and Musk have pushed for more direct influence on government policy and structure. Now, this potential Department of Government Efficiency stands to give them both a platform to pursue these ambitions with little restriction. Part 2. Who holds the power? The Musk factor. Elon Musk, unofficial president or the real puppet master? Elon Musk has a storied history of wielding his influence for business and personal gain. Through Twitter, now renamed X, he has shown how he approaches censorship and free speech, often silencing dissent, spotlighting views he favors, and amplifying opinions that serve his business or ideological interests. Now, with his official appointment under Trump, Musk's ambitions stretch beyond industry. They reach into the fabric of governance itself. In a video clip that recently resurfaced, Musk openly discusses his desire to become an unofficial president. The words now ring ominously, implying that his involvement in Trump's administration may be a calculated move to position himself as the true power behind the throne. With his hands on the levers of policy and administration, Musk has the potential to direct the government to serve his interests in ways that could be even more insidious than Trump's own agenda. Why Musk's involvement should raise red flags. As CEO of Tesla, SpaceX, and owner of X, Musk's power isn't just financial. He has influence across industries that impact national security, public infrastructure, and public discourse. By partnering with Trump, he would gain direct access to policies that affect technology, transportation, space exploration, and the flow of information. For Musk, this isn't just about power. It's a strategic advantage that gives him control over both the government and his own business's regulatory landscapes. The authoritarian turn. How Musk's efficiency could lead to censorship and control. Musk's past actions suggest that he is more than willing to silence critics and sideline those who oppose him. When he took control of Twitter, he restructured the company, slashed jobs, and changed policies to reflect his own priorities. His political influence and business model seem to work hand in hand, creating an echo chamber that supports his ideology while filtering out opposition. Now, given a role within the government, Musk could amplify this authoritarian approach, imposing it on an even larger scale. For everyday Americans, Musk's influence could mean a shift toward policies that prioritize his business interests over public safety, labor rights, or environmental regulations. Under the banner of efficiency, Musk's plan may mask a methodical attack on democratic values and oversight. Part 3. Vivek Ramaswamy's radical vision of efficiency. Ramaswamy's unprecedented plan to gut the federal workforce. Elon Musk isn't the only controversial figure Trump has enlisted. Vivek Ramaswamy, known for his hardline stance against big government, has a vision for the Department of Government Efficiency that includes slashing up to 75% of federal jobs. This aggressive proposal has been mocked even by conservatives like Jesse Waters, who viewed Ramaswamy's plan as excessive. But to Ramaswamy, this isn't an outrageous goal. It's a calculated step toward consolidating Trump's and Musk's power. By drastically reducing the federal workforce, Ramaswamy aims to leave departments understaffed and ineffective. With few employees to oversee and enforce regulations, the government would be less capable of opposing executive orders or administrative changes that serve the ruling administration's interests. The legal toolkit provided by the Supreme Court. Ramaswamy's plan may not be as far-fetched as it sounds. Recent Supreme Court rulings have limited the regulatory power of federal agencies, potentially giving Trump's team the legal framework they need to circumvent administrative checks. With a Supreme Court that leans in their favor, Musk, Trump, and Ramaswamy have the opportunity to reduce government oversight in sectors like energy, environment, labor, and finance, making it easier for corporate interests to take precedence over public welfare. The Trojan horse. Why Ramaswamy's plan could reshape the U.S. government. Ramaswamy's ambition to dismantle the federal workforce under the guise of efficiency carries implications that go beyond job cuts. By downsizing regulatory bodies, this administration could render key government agencies ineffective, creating a power vacuum. In this new structure, Musk, Ramaswamy, and Trump would hold virtually unchecked power, with little to no opposition from within. For Americans, this could mean the dismantling of programs that protect consumers, ensure workplace safety, and monitor environmental impact. Far from streamlining government, this vision seeks to strip it down to a point where it exists only as a shell, serving the powerful few while silencing opposition. Part 4. Consequences of a Musk-driven government. Trump's enemies list, empowered by Musk's resources. With Musk's technological expertise and vast resources, Trump's infamous enemies list could become a terrifying tool of control. Known for his long memory and vengeful disposition, Trump has never been shy about targeting those who oppose him. By enlisting Musk, a man who has proven he's unafraid to wield power online and off, Trump's ability to pursue vendettas could be significantly amplified. Imagine a government where Musk's social media algorithms subtly favor pro-administration content, or where Trump loyalists leverage Musk's data systems to track, harass, or silence critics. Already a powerful CEO and online influencer, Musk's new government role could allow him to fuse his business and political interests seamlessly, consolidating power in ways that would be hard to challenge. An emerging oligarchy. What this means for America. This administration signals a potential shift from democracy to an oligarchy. In this new political structure, Musk, Ramaswamy, and Trump could cement themselves as the ultimate decision-makers. By sidestepping the checks of bureaucracy and eliminating opposition voices within government, the trio would create an American system resembling the authoritarian regimes seen in history, where a few elites rule and the interests of the masses are left unattended. This is not just about politics. It's about transforming the very foundation of American governance. For the everyday American, this power consolidation could mean a government that serves the interests of billionaires while stripping away protections, rights, and opportunities from the rest of society. Part 5. The Political Backlash and Resistance. Hakeem Jeffries and the Democratic Response. Democratic leaders, including Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, have expressed outrage at Trump's proposed government restructuring. Jeffries recently spoke out against the dangers of Trump's power play, stating that Democrats would not bow down to extremism and would work to prevent the dismantling of critical institutions. Jeffries and other leaders recognize that Musk's involvement goes beyond mere efficiency. They see it as a blatant attempt to concentrate power, potentially steering the government toward an era where political favoritism and financial might trump justice, fairness, and democracy. Public sentiment, a call to action for American voters. Public opposition to this alliance is growing as more Americans become aware of the implications behind Musk's and Ramaswamy's vision. Many recognize that this isn't just about Trump's return to power, but about a potential restructuring of American society. Voters who value transparency, accountability, and the principles of democracy are beginning to mobilize, determined to counteract the power moves that threaten to undermine these very ideals. The alliance between Trump, Musk, and Ramaswamy isn't just a political development. It's a full-scale shift toward an America where the voices of the many are sidelined by the interests of a few. This isn't just a government shakeup. It's a fight for the country's democratic foundation. If Musk and Ramaswamy succeed, the America that millions know and rely on may be transformed into a country that prioritizes wealth, power, and control over equality and freedom.